right, everybody. We can start here with Coach Jen Hill. You want to lead us off?
Yeah, hi there, Coach. I hope you're doing all right today.
I'm fine.
Your squad without Bi and Zion, your two leading scorers, they're 2-3, and those three losses, two of them were very close. One went to overtime, the other one was just 2 points. What does that say about the fight this group has out there, even when they're without their two leading guys?
Yeah, I mean, this team has done that. They've gone out all year and fought. We've had, a handful of bad games like any team in the league, but for the most part, this team's out there competing every night, regardless of who we have or don't have. So I think that's been good.
And Nikhil Alexander-Walker, two-part question. His role tonight, it was only his second game back. What will he be able to do at a back-to-back? And once you had a chance to review the film from last night, your thoughts on what his presence adds to your squad?
Well, he gives us another scorer, a guy who can create shots for himself and other people, and he's a good on-ball defender. His role will probably be pretty much like last night.
Coach, as the season gets shorter, only 4 games left, and the games get more important, how invaluable is the experience for these young guys when you think about going back 3 weeks? Probably more than half the games have been 5 points or less. I mean, that's just experiences you just can't match.
Yeah, I think when you're playing in games that are meaningful and competitive, that's a great combination. I mean, to be down here into the last few games of the year and playing in meaningful games with consequences, I think that's the best experience that you can get for players.
Memphis just put Jaren Jackson Jr. into the starting lineup their last game. We have not seen him this year. What type of matchup issues are you going to have with him?
Look, I mean, this guy's a really good player. He hasn't shot the ball real well since coming back, but it's only a matter of time. We know that he can really shoot the ball from three, and he can go down in the post and score. He blocks shots. He really helps them defensively. I mean, they're a much better team with him. This is a really good team when they have all their pieces.
Hey, two things for me. Do you know about Steven's status for tonight yet?
I think he'll be out. I haven't heard that he could go. So.
And you mentioned last night that you wanted to have Noah on the floor at the end of the game for shot creation. What did you just think about some of the passes he made out of the pick and roll and out of drives last night?
Well, he made two big ones, right? I mean, he had the one to James on the cut, coming from the corner for the dunk, and then he had the one obviously to Jackson. So I think that's Nikhil's challenge going forward as a player. We know he can score the ball and get shots for himself, but being able to use his ability to create shots for teammates and to make plays to other people is something that he's certainly capable of doing and needs to do on a more consistent basis.
Yeah, and that was going to be my question, because you mentioned earlier in the season how big decision-making is for Nikhil in those situations. Just how far has he come from the start of the season to where he is right now, do you think?
Well, I mean, he did a good job the other night. It's been ups and downs, and I said that the other night. That's the way it is with young players. I don't care what you're talking about. I mean, it's ups and downs, and what you're trying to do is get to the point where it becomes more consistent, where you smooth it out. But, he's a second-year guy that, hasn't played that many NBA minutes, hasn't been in that situation enough yet. He just needs to be there more and more and more. And when he is, he'll figure it out.
Hey, Stan, I know we've asked you about the play-in tournament before, but now that we're at this point where teams are actually really jockeying for positions, what have been your thoughts on it at this point? I mean, have your views changed on it, or what do you think about it?
Again, I don't, know that anybody cares about my opinion on whether they should have it or whether it's any good. I just know for us, we're trying to get in. So that's my thoughts on the play-in tournament, Rod, are we want to try to get in it. And it's not going to be an easy process. We know that. We've just got to keep winning and take our shot.
Hey, Coach, one more for me. Naji Marshall obviously brought in for defensive purposes originally, but he was the first scorer on the board last night. Do you feel like his offensive game is a pleasant surprise for y'all right now?
he's had some good offensive games. You know, I think Naji, the key thing for him is not to lose who he is. You know, he's a defender and an effort guy. He should be taking open shots and, you know, taking opportunities to drive and attack the basket. I think last night he took some tough shots after that first one, some one-pass, three-point shots. That's not his game. He's got to help us move the ball and get into our offense. He's more than capable as a shooter if he gets the right shots.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Yep.